everybody, and welcome to YouTube. You're here, you're awesome, you made it. This is a great place to be. I'm your friend and host, Dan Compton, and welcome back to the Endless Starman. So, we have a really good episode for you guys this week. So, to kick things off, we're going to start things off by doing the awesome segment known as the Random Development Plays movie style. We're going to do another scene from Disney's Incredibles movie. So, we're going to do the scene called The Truth of Insurance Claims. So, this is a scene where Bob works at a company called Insuricare, and he himself was one of his customers in his office. So let's go. So let's do it. Let's enjoy the awesome The Truth About Insurance Claims from Disney's The Incredibles. We hope you enjoy it, everybody.
Denied? You're denying my claim? But I don't understand. I have full coverage.
Well, I'm sorry, Mrs. Hogenson, but our liability is spelled out on paragraph 17, which clearly states that.
But I can't pay for this.
Oh, give me 1 second. Claims Bob Parr. I'm calling to celebrate a momentous occasion.
We are now officially moved in.
Yeah, that's great, honey. And the last 3 years don't count because...
Because I found a pack of lost box. Now it's official. Aha. Right, there's so much clutter.
Listen, honey, I got a claim.
Say no more. Go save the world one policy at a time, honey.
Oh, gotta go pick up the kids from school.
See you tonight.
Alright, bye, honey. Excuse me, where were we?
I'm on a fixed income. And if you can't help me, I don't know what I'll do.
Alright, listen closely. I'd like to help you, but I can't. I'd like to take a copy of your policy to Norma Wilcox on Norma Wilcox, W-I-L-C-O-X on the 3rd floor, but I can't.
I also do not advise you to fill out and file a WS-2475 form with our legal department on the 2nd floor. I would not expect someone to get back to you very quickly to resolve the matter.
I'd like to help, but there's nothing I can do at this point.
Oh, thank you so much, young man.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I know you're upset. Pretend to be upset. Parr! You authorized payment of a broker policy! Hey, someone broke into their house, Mr. Hobbs. Their policy clearly covers that. I don't want to know about their coverage, Bob. Don't tell me about their coverage. Tell me how you're keeping Insuricare in the black. Tell me how that's possible with you right next to every hurricane and something top story that gives you a phone call! End scene. Thank you. Oh, hi everybody, welcome back. We hope you enjoyed the awesome, The Truth of Insurance Claims scene from Disney's The Incredibles. That was an awesome scene to enjoy, and it was a really awesome scene. I had a really good time doing that scene. So we hope you enjoy that scene. So anyway, we're going to continue this episode by doing our segment known as the Treasure Mines of Disney World. So this time we're going to do an awesome attraction ride called the Safari in Animal Kingdom. So let's go to Animal Kingdom in Africa land. Let's go to awesome full ride experience in my point of view of the Safari, where you can see a lot of fun. Where you see a lot of adventures, where I see a lot of fun animals while riding this ride. So let's go to Animal Kingdom and enjoy the awesome full ride experience in my point of view in the Safari. And let's enjoy the awesome ride while seeing awesome animals. We hope you enjoy, everyone. Wow, look at that. Wow, look at this. Wow. Look at these wild birds.
Alright, John, everyone, my name is Will, and I'll be your safari guide. Staying throughout our context how it would. That doesn't mean thank you in Swahili. Something else we like to say in Harambe is Twende. And now Twende does mean let's go. Alrighty folks, my name is Ollie. I'm going to be your safari guide for these next 2 weeks. Just friendly reminder, please make sure to keep those hands, arms, legs, and feet inside of the vehicle at all times. Also, please make sure to maintain at all times when the vehicle is in motion. Cameras, recordings, all those devices are more than welcome. Please make sure to keep them inside of the vehicle because if anything falls out, I cannot stop for it. Now that all those boring rules out of the way, let's show of hands, how many of us start first time on a safari guide? All returning, welcome back. Thank you again for joining us. We're going to have just as much fun as we did last time. Now we will start this journey in the Terry Forest. The Terry Forest is home to more shy creatures. They do tend to be a lot less social than normal. Now we're going to see an animal over on the right hand side. You're going to see an okapi. Okapis are famously known to be called the ghost of the forest, because they are so rarely seen out in the wild and were discovered by us Westerners until 1901. And on the left, we're going to see 2 types of antelopes. Those tan ones in the back, those are going to be greater kudus. And those brownish orange ones, with the horns, are going to be bongos. Now, greater kudus, the tan ones, are going to be one of the tallest antelopes in the world. They're going to be about 55 inches or 4.5 feet tall from the shoulder. Now, those were female kudus. I can't tell, because males are going to have a 6-foot long spiral horn that does go up to the top of their head. Let's see if we can find any more forest friends out here. And I believe I see the largest forest animal we're going to find out here. It is a black rhinoceros. Now, black rhinos can weigh about 2,000 to 3,000 pounds and still run up to 30 to 35 miles per hour. So they are still going to be very, very big. Let me get some larger creatures. I believe I see one more animal over here. So on the left, you're going to see a very large black and white bird. That is a saddle-bill stork. Saddle-bill storks have a very distinct sound amongst all birds. They cannot sing a song or chirp. Instead, how they communicate is by rattling their bills, very similar to a baby's rattle. Also, folks, if you take a look at your seats right now, from end to end of your row is 9 feet long. That's how big the stork's wingspan is. So they are going to be pretty large birds. And then we did find ourselves in the Safi River. Now the Safi River is home to more aquatic animals. They do tend to spend most of their time in the water. On the right hand side, we're going to see a very large white and gray bird. These are pink-backed pelicans. Now pink-backed pelicans do get their name because they get a beautiful pink coloration on their backside during the mating season. They too have a pretty large wingspan as well. There's a range of about 7 to 9 feet long. Do keep your eyes peeled though, as I did mention the animals do like to spend most of their time in the water. The water is pretty deep, pretty murky. You never know what we might find swimming down there. But actually, they're not swimming at all. Oh, as we're going to see some Nile hippos.
So big.
Wow.
They're so cute.
Nile hippos are very large creatures. They can weigh about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. You see one last hippo in that front right corner. He just died underneath. Oh, very little years up. But also on the right side, we're going to see some Nile crocodiles. Nile crocs can be as long as a giraffe is tall. They can range from about 15 to 18 feet in length. They do mainly eat fish, as they do spend most of their time in the water. If they have those larger males, they can't usually go about a month at a time without eating again. Now, hippos do hold the title of most dangerous animal in Africa. They are very territorial and extremely aggressive. So they do have the crocodile beat in that aspect. But the crocodile does have every animal in the world beat when it does come to the most powerful fight force. Now we are going to slowly make our way into the savannah. Now the savannah is home to more social creatures. They do tend to be a lot more active during the day. I already see a few prowling around. So we're going to go ahead and try to get some good views of them. One of them you guys are going to recognize immediately. Seems like they're going to be pretty close to us. Coming up over here are some Maasai giraffes, the tallest land animals in the world. Now Maasai giraffes can be about 18 to 20 feet tall. Their babies are born at 6 feet tall. This does have a downside though. Being born at 6 feet tall does mean you have a 6-foot drop to the floor. So it's not really the best way to wake up. You're going to see another animal hanging out with the giraffes as well. You're going to see those really large brown animals with really large horns. Those are going to be ankle cattle. Ankle cattle aren't part of the bovine family, so they are going to be related to bulls and cows. Those huge horns they do see on the top of their head can be about 6 feet long from tip to tip. So the giraffes are migrating to the other side of the reserve, so we can catch them as we make our way around. See another animal over here on the left. They're going to be inside this little cave. Get you guys a good view of them. Right there on the left, you can see about 3 of them are in there. Those are painted dogs. Painted dogs are the most successful hunters in the world. They do have an 80 to 90% success rate on their hunts. So it's pretty rare that they will not have their dinner. There'll be 2 more animals coming up over here on the left. They're hiding way in the back left. Might have to do a little bit of 180, but those were some sable antelopes. But this big group of gray fellows over here on the left, these are wildebeest. Wildebeest are famous for traveling extremely long distances when they migrate. They have been known to go to 500 miles at a time. Now, there's only about 1.5 million of them in the world, but the herds can usually range about 10 to 10,000, so it can be pretty dangerous when they do decide to stampede or migrate. Giraffe over here on the left. It seems like we're getting a pretty good close-up of these ankle over here on the right. Now the ankle on the right, closest to us, the one a little bit off by herself. She does have the largest horns on the reserve. The one laying down right there. Her horns are exactly 6 feet long from tip to tip. There's another view of these giraffes. Now, if you do remember the okapi that we saw back in the forest, okapis are actually related to giraffes. One of the ways we can tell is because by the top of their heads, you're going to see some little stubby horns. A little hard to see from this distance. This one on the right might be able to see a little bit better. Well, they're going to have little stubby horns on top of their head called ossicles. So male okapis will have the exact same thing on top of their heads. Both male and female giraffes are going to have these ossicles. So we're going to get a chance to follow right behind this giraffe. Another way we can tell they are related is both of them are going to have up to 4 stomachs. And they do have extremely long tongues. They do have about a 17 to 20 inch long tongue. So as long as a fully grown adult's arm. As the giraffe is kind of flicking his tongue out, notice how it does have a nice deep purple coloration. We do believe that is for the protection of their tongue, so that way it does not get sunburnt when they are reaching up for those leaves. So we're just going to follow behind this giraffe. She's going for a nice little stroll. It actually seems like she's leading us to another familiar face, some Hartman Mountain zebras. Something actually that these zebras and giraffes do share in common is that exactly like our fingerprints, they're going to have a unique pattern amongst all in their species. So you're never going to find two zebras with the exact same stripes. And you're never find two giraffes with the exact same spots. And a little bit off to the left, you're going to see a really large tan antelope. That was an eland. About 2,000 pounds. They can still jump up to 8 feet in the air. So elands are going to be pretty agile for being such large creatures. Now it does get dark outside, just like us. A lot of the animals do like to get some sleep, get some rest for the next day coming. Not the giraffes though. Giraffes do only sleep for about 30 minutes a day. So for the next 23.5 hours, we're doing exactly what we saw them doing. Just hanging out, relaxing, eating, drinking, whatever they can do to bypass the time. You might be able to catch a glimpse. Look on the left. They're just running back in the back over there. The largest monkey species in the world. You see them on that back wall. Oh yeah. Running through them running back there. Now, those are mandrills. Also right here would be really hard to spot. That is an African elephant. She's way in the back over there. I'll go nice and slow, see if everybody can get a little glimpse of her. She's hiding way in the back over there. So we did just pass the largest monkey species in the world, mandrills, and then we also did just pass the largest land animal in the world, some African elephants. Now, African elephants, the males do weigh about 13,000 pounds. The females are a little bit less. They only weigh around 9,000 pounds. Now we are going to pass through some red clay beds. Elephants actually do like to eat these red clays. There are lots of nutrients and minerals they cannot find from other places. That might have been where that one elephant was just coming from. There actually are some tusk marks right there on the right hand side. They do look like they work for breakfast. We're also passing two very large trees on the right hand side, as we know on the left. These are baobab trees. Baobab trees are famous for holding extremely large amounts of water. They have been known to hold up to 30,000 gallons at a time. So a lot of the animals out here in Savannah, like the giraffe, like the ankole, like the African elephant, they do like to go up to these trees. And what they do is they'll scratch, claw, stab, bite. They will do whatever they can to get the water inside of those trunks and roots. So it's actually a very important part of the ecosystem out here. Also sure you all remember the huge tree life as you walked in the animal kingdom today. That tree life is based off these baobab trees. We're going to do a quick little circle around these guys. These are greater flamingos. Greater flamingos are the lightest pink coloration of all the flamingo species. They usually don't get this coloration until about 2 years after they are born. When they are born at a gray coloration. Also, folks, if you take a look at the island they're sitting on, it's a hidden Mickey.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is shaped Mickey. It is shaped Mickey. Nice.
Now, folks, if you do notice, we did enter a different area of the savannah. This area of the savannah is going to have a lot more grass, a lot more trees, a lot more vegetation. So just keep your eyes peeled down those bushes and those trees. Sometimes the animals can't be really good at blending in. They will surprise you. Look in the right-hand side in those trees. There's something hiding out in there. Those are some white rhinos. White rhinos are very large. They have to be bigger than their cousin, the black rhino, that we saw back in the forest. White rhinos can weigh about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. There's a little opening right over here. You'll be able to see them all hanging out, taking a nap. They too can run up to 30 to 35 miles per hour at full speed. Now they are famous for that really cool horn on top of their head. That horn is actually made of the same material as our fingernails, keratin. There's another cool animal. Look in this front right corner. Should just be a little hard spot. That is a cheetah, the fastest land animal in the world. Well, there's two of them over there actually, if you can't see them. They blend in really, really well. They're a really hard spot. They can run to 70 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. Cheetahs are actually not a part of the big cat family. Big cat family does mean you can roar. Cheetahs don't roar. They have a sound more similar to a house cat that likes to meow or chirp. They're the largest cats in the world, though, that do have the ability to purr, along with being the largest cats in the world that cannot retract their claws. Their claws do work as built-in cleats, that way they can stay really quick and agile during those high-speed chases. I see a few more white rhinos coming up over here. I believe that is baby and mama hanging out. Over there on the right. We're going to get another view of them as we make our way around these rocks. Get a pretty good close-up of baby over here. Now, baby white rhinos can weigh as much as a fully grown black rhinoceros. Baby white rhinos can weigh about 2,000 to 3,000 pounds. So they are literally big babies. You just have a little snack, which is hanging out. Now, rhinos do have very poor eyesight. They are practically blind. So they can be pretty clumsy as they are running around, charging into a bunch of stuff around here. I don't see mama, but I do see her eggs. Look right there on the right, on the floor. You're going to see some ostrich eggs. I don't see mama around. But yeah, those are ostrich eggs, the largest eggs in the world, because they do come from the largest bird in the world. They can usually weigh about 2 to 3 pounds. Now we did just enter the Magadi Glen. The Magadi Glen only houses one animal here on the reserve. In my personal opinion, they are the absolute cutest Nigerian dwarf goats. Hence their name and small size, they usually are fully grown. They can only grow up to 2 feet tall at max. But just like all small things, they do love to play, climb, jump around, and wrestle. Whatever they can do to have fun. They do have very special boots at the bottom of their feet to make them extremely excellent climbers. The one all the way in the back is my favorite. He looks like a little Oreo. His name's Tom Brady. do want to thank you so much for joining me. It has been lots of fun out there. I just wanted to share something that I take a personal interest in, and it's the safety and the protection of these animals in the habitats they reside in. Here at the Harambe Reserve, they have done just that and dedicated themselves to these animals. Lots of organizations around the world have also joined these efforts. Walt Disney Company being one of the biggest in the world with their animal conservation acts. One of the animals we did not get to see today is the gorilla. The gorilla and the African elephant do share something in common, so they are being threatened and endangered by the whole reminder of Talibor. Now this order is using cell phones, glasshouse electronics, all of those cool gadgets. While they are great to have, the overmining of the resource does put the animals' lives at risk. So something I can recommend to you, something I would love to leave with you today. Next time I get the latest iPhone, next time I get a cool laptop, just recycle your old one. I'm sure the animals would be more than grateful for your contribution. Now since I think the last time we get to see some animals today, I do recommend heading over to gorilla exploration trails. There you could possibly see some of the gorillas I was just talking about. They got monkeys, they got creepy crawlies, they got snakes, they got birds, snake and mole rats, a lot more cool animals over there as well. Now it is Florida, so it's probably going to rain any second now. So I do recommend heading over there sooner than later. It is about a 15-20 minute stroll through the trail, depending on how fast you go. Now usually I would say goodbye, but we do not like to do that here in Harambe. It is far too final and far too sad. So instead I'm going to leave you with Kuaharini. Now Kuaharini does mean go well. So go well, friends. Have fun out there today at Animal Kingdom, or wherever your next adventure may take you.
Oh, hi everyone, welcome back. So, we enjoyed the awesome full ride experience from my point of view of the Safari and Animal Kingdom. And we hope you enjoyed seeing a lot of great animals during the Safari and Animal Kingdom. It's a lot of fun to see all those awesome animals together and while running the Safari. So, that's all the time we have for today, everybody. So before we go, how about we take a look at our subscribe count yet again, shall we? Let's see. Wow! 3.11k subscribers. Looking good, everyone. So, everyone, I want you all to keep spreading the word and please keep telling your friends and keep telling everyone you know all over your hometown to subscribe to my channel, Dan the Starman Plays. So, thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next week. And until then, this is Dan Compton, and I'm Dan the Starman, everybody. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day and enjoy your week, guys.